The boy suddenly realized with horror the person before him was a monster. Frightened, he ran away. But in his mother's eyes, the other man was just an ordinary man. Watching the boy leave, the man, Jace, was surprised because someone who could see through his disguise. Only 1 in a million people can do that. Turns out he's an alien lurking on Earth. Just yesterday, he came here to destroy humanity on the orders of the leader. But before it even began, the spaceship was struck by a bolt of lightning, and the destruction device was nowhere to be found. So he decided to disguise himself as a human, and then slowly search for the destruction device. So he sneaked into a lakeside cabin. He lifted the man inside, Jace, up. He threw him heavily into the icy lake ahead, and after doing all this, his body began to transform. In a moment, he transformed into Jace's form. To avoid revealing his true identity, he began learning to fake a smile from magazines. He learned the language and lifestyle from television. After constant practice, Jace finally became almost human, so he began going up the mountain every day to search for the destructive device. But because of the heavy snow, he searched several times but came back empty-handed. Besides that, he also had to salvage the body of Jace, who had been killed earlier. Otherwise, once he surfaced, his identity would be exposed. And while he was working so hard, 2 police officers suddenly found him. He thought they were coming to arrest him. Jace was nervous, but then he felt relieved. It turned out that the man he possessed, Jace, was the only law enforcement officer in town. The police came because the town doctor had died. They asked him to perform an autopsy. Jace wanted to refuse, but he was afraid of being noticed by the police if he behaved abnormally, so he had no choice but to go. He simply sniffed the woman in front of him. Then he said the woman had been dead for 6 hours. "What the hell is that, mother? You're not dead." "No shit. I was sleeping." The mayor nearby quickly told him, "That's a nurse from the hospital." The actual deceased person was nearby. Jace awkwardly said he was just joking. Then he lifted the white cloth. The doctor was found with a knife lodged in his throat. Based on the angle of the wound and the traces of blood, he immediately concluded the doctor had committed suicide. The police were curious about suicide. He had to pierce his own throat. Then he had to perform an autopsy. But that didn't bother Jace. An alien's remarkable learning ability. He actually completed the autopsy successfully, and the results were just as he'd expected. The doctor's case was suicide, but the cause of suicide remains unclear. Until the funeral, the female assistant said, "You're kind of a breath of fresh air in this place." And this reminded Jace. He rushed straight into the doctor's funeral. He opened the coffin. After careful observation, Jace discovered that the doctor had been poisoned and suffocated. He attempted to perform a tracheotomy on himself by cutting his own throat, but it was too late, and the